Hi, Hogs. I'm going to talk about our offensive blocking scheme this week against South St. Paul. South St. Paul has shown a 4-front and also a 3-3 stack. I'll talk about both of them. Against us last year, they had 2 head-up 2 techniques. They did slant sometimes. They did line up in a 3 and a 1, so we need to be prepared for both of those, seeing a 4-front with having a 3 technique and a 1 technique, and also 2 2s. They have 3 linebackers, so it's a 4-3 look. They do love to bring a lot of pressure. They love to blitz the backers, as you can see here. They got one backer walked up here into this gap. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, they got a linebacker walked up in this gap right here, so we got to make sure that we stay gap accountable and make sure we are blocking our gap first. Okay, so we're going to go through all of our run plays and our pass blocking scheme this week. We're going to talk about these 2 2s first. All right. So if we run veer, let's say we're going to run veer to this side, we're going to read the first person on or outside the tackle. So that'd be a 4-4-4 here. So we would have a push to backer. We'd have a base taking them over. We got a push no, sorry, this would not be a push because this guard right here would say down, down, down because his backer's up in his gap. So this would turn into a down block. We'd have a down block. We'd have a down block on this guy, and the H would be down on him. All right. So that would be our veer play against them. Okay. Let's talk about trap. So we would trap a 2 technique here. So we would say 2-2-2. So we'd be ripping up to backer. Okay. This tackle will most likely be trying to cut this guy off. If he tries to cross his face, he's going to try to wash him by and not let him get into this gap here. We would have a down block here. We'd have a pull kick out. We would have a wheel and seal. We could cut this guy, and then we'd have a wheel and seal with the H for this guy. Okay. So that's trap. Now let's talk about trap on this side here. If we ran it this way, same thing, 2-2-2. So he'd go up to backer, he'd down block. This tackle would go block this backer right here and try to wash him by the hole. This H would block this guy. Okay, we pull, kick out the 2. Oops. We'd pull, kick out the 2, wheel and seal this guy. Okay. Let's talk about power. So power, we'd run it this way. We kick out the first guy outside the tackle. So it's this 5 technique right there. Here we're gap on over. This linebacker steps up into our gap, so we block the backer. You got a guy on you, so you have him one-on-one here. Most likely this guy's going to slant inside because that backer's blocked up in this gap. Now they could do some sort of exchange where the backer goes there and this guy slants outside. We just need to make sure we step to our gap and block whoever comes there. Okay, we would down block. We would pull up and through the hole. Since this the guy you're pulling for is up on the line of scrimmage, you and the tackle would switch guys. So you're most likely going to come and block this guy, and then you're going to cut off the backside. You're going to go cut that guy. Okay. Counter's the same thing. If we ran counter to this side, we're going to kick out the first person outside the tackle. So we'd have a down block. Okay. Most likely a down block on this guy. That guy's most likely going to slant in. You'd have a down block. Pull, kick out this guy. Cut this guy. Lead up and through the hole for him. Let's talk about a new play, Ghost. All right, let's talk about Ghost. Most likely we won't run Ghost with a linebacker or with the HM. Let's say we run Ghost to this side. We're going to kick out the first person on or outside the tackle, which would be this guy. So he's got a push block. He's got a base block back on the first guy backside with the center. We pull, kick out this guy. We lead up and through the hole with him. And then the H would just wheel and seal on the backside. Okay. That would be ghost. Now pass protection, okay, man on, man away. So we got a man on, but here's the thing. This tackle has a man on and a man away, so we make a fan call. So that means that our center would go out. So let me redo this. So center would go out, guard would go out, tackle would go out. Okay, block here. So this is a tough thing here because we would have a double fan call. So we have to block our inside gap first. So that means our running back needs to choose a side to go to, and we need to get rid of the ball quickly because they're bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 guys. And we only have 6 guys to block. So we got to make sure we block inside out. We step in hard, step in hard, step in hard, and block our inside gap to out. Okay. So that's our pass protection there. No, against us primarily they ran two twos last year, but they did show 1 and 3s as well. So let's just do this. Okay, so let's have most likely they'll have the 3 technique. One sec, guys. Most likely they'll have a 3 technique to the H side if they're in this. Okay, let's talk about trap. We trap the 3. Okay, up the backer, backside backer, block back, kick out the 3, wheel and seal. Okay, H blocking this guy most likely. And then we're running the ball tight. Okay, so that would be trap. If we ran veer, read the first guy on or outside the tackle, play side tackle, say 5, 5, 5. Okay, you would down block here. You would go to backside backer. We block back. Okay. Most likely going to, there'd probably be a backside backer somewhere around here, block back. H would block out. And then this is tough where we have no one for this linebacker here. So not the best play to run. To the play side, that is. Now, if we ran it to the backside, it's a good play for us because we'd say 5, 5, 5. We block down. We block the 1. We block to the backer. 3 technique, linebacker. Okay, just like that. And then we have a pretty decent play because this guy might be out over our receiver. Okay. Next one, that's fear. Let's talk about ghost, our new play. If we ran ghost away from the H side, okay, so we're kicking out first person on or outside the tackle, so 5, 5, 5. Okay, going to backer, blocking down on the 1, first guy backside, so that's a 3. Pull kick out, wheel and seal, or sorry, not wheel and seal. Lead up and through the hole to that guy. This tackle is going to the backside backer. H would wheel and seal the backside, and we'd be good to go. Okay, let's say we ran it to the play side. So we down block the 3. Okay, going to backside backer, blocking back, kick out first guy on or outside the tackle, which is that 5 technique. Lead up and through the hole. He block out. Okay. Let's talk about sweep. Okay, we didn't talk about sweep last time. So he'd kick out that guy. Okay, we have a scoop, we'd have a chip, scoop, working up to play side backer, running your tail off to that backer. Okay. And that's the same thing against the 2-2 techniques, pretty much. We would have a chip, a scoop, a chip, and a scoop around against the 2-2 techniques. The guards would have the chip, the center and the tackle would have the scoop. Power, okay. The H has to kick out this linebacker, so you'll be tighter. You would block down on the 3. Okay, you go to backside backer, block down on the 1, pull up and through the hole for play side backer, wheel and seal backside. Okay. Counter's the same thing, just the back guard and the H switching responsibilities. Now for pass protection, man on, man away, man on, man away, center and guard blocking the 1. This is the guard's responsibility. The center's looking for this linebacker blitzing. Man on, man away here. This linebacker steps up into this gap. Then we would have the guard going and blocking him. The center blocking this guy here, and the A-back is picking up one of these linebackers, okay? Now, if the linebackers come late, then the A-back will step up and block whichever linebacker comes late. But if this linebacker here, okay, steps up on the line of scrimmage, that guard needs to go block him, and the center needs to block this guy, okay? So that's what we've seen so far. We have seen a 3-3 stack, which we'll talk about here. For a 3-3 stack, okay, they'll have a 4-0-4. They might be 5s, but they got 3 stack linebackers. So against a 3-3 stack, it's a little bit different for us. We're always going to kick the 4 technique. We're never going to kick the 7 technique, even on power and counter. So we're always going to kick the 4 because we need to make sure we're blocking the linebackers, okay? Against a 3-3 stack for trap, it's a little bit different for us as well. For trap, or if we're running trap to the left here, we need to trap up. So you're going to rip up to that stack backer. Okay, we're going to double team to the stack backer above us. We pull, kick out, and then wheel and seal. We have no one for this backside linebacker. Now for power and counter, so for trap, we go up. For power and counter, we go down. Okay, so the tackle, you go down, and the reason why you're going down to the middle linebacker is because we're having the pulling guard coming for the play side backer. All right. So that means you two are also going down to that backer and wheel and seal on the backside. Okay, so trap, you're going up to the stack backer or stacked on top of you. Power, down, counter, down to the first backer inside. Okay, we need to make sure we're doing that correctly if we do see a 3-3 stack, which they have shown this year and they have shown in the past against us. Okay, so that's for power and counter. Power and counter, play side tackle goes down. On trap, he goes up to the stack backer. Sweep, we would have kick out. We'd have a chip, a scoop going to that guy. We'd have a chip, a scoop going to that guy. Tackle, ripping up to that stack backer right there. We're just going to the stack guys. Okay. Ghost, kick out first guy on or outside the play side tackle. Okay, so just like in power and counter, you're going to go down. Okay, we're going to have, you're going to go to first guy backside. We'd have a down block here against the 1. We'd pull, kick out the 4. We'd lead up and through the hole. We have no one for this backside backer. So we'd have to hold him with something else. And then the H would block out there. Okay, if we ran it the other way, same thing. You'd be down, 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 kick out, pull up and through for that guy. All right, and with that, I have to head outside for morning bus duty. So hopefully you guys watched this whole video. If you have any questions, ask me out on the field at practice today. Let's have a good week of practice.